Well, the rain has arrived, and there's been a little bit of hail in there too. Unfortunately, I need some tools out of my truck and out of the shop way down there. I don't really want to get that wet, so let me walk around and kind of show you what's going on in here. So this is the basement. As you can see, all the drywall is torn out. Wow, a lot of lightning. So all this is gutted, basically, the entire basement. So this area over here, now this fridge was not here, we've pulled that in here, so that's a nice and clean one. This was the kitchen in the basement here. So we got all those cabinets ripped out of here. About half of those were complete trash. The other half, I think I'm gonna actually use those in the shop as, you know, just work surface and some tool storage and stuff like that, because there's not really any storage solutions in the shop except for a couple of shelves. So those might be useful down there. So this is kind of the progress that you've missed that I didn't do much recording of. I mean, it's kind of a lot of the same, just tearing down drywall, pulling out nails, all that sort of stuff. So I'm basically done with that in this basement, and I'll be heading up to the main level to start more tear out up there next. But first, if you remember, this was a closet right here, and I tore this closet out of here to get all the drywall down. These stud walls were built up underneath the drywall, and so I've got all that out, got the drywall all down, but we need to get a wall back in here along these stairs, because now these joists are just kind of hanging out here and not sitting on anything. And that's not good. So I don't think any of them have sagged at all over the years, but I'm gonna get a level and measure and everything out here here in a minute. That's some of the stuff that I need out of the truck. Hopefully it'll stop raining here in a few minutes, and I'll make sure none of this has sagged down, and if it has, maybe we'll have to kind of jack some of this up a little bit. But visually it looks like it's all still straight and okay. So hopefully I'll be able to just build this wall back in here and we'll be good to go. I've already bought a treated board here for the base plate, and I'm going to reuse a bunch of the lumber that I tore out of here. Got this all piled up here. I should be able to salvage enough 2x4s and everything out of this to rebuild this wall over here. I'll just have to pull nails and stuff, but I won't have to buy any more lumber for that. So that's kind of the plan today, and once that's done, then I'll be basically done doing the tear out in this basement. There will be a little bit more, possibly some of this HVAC ductwork, but for now I'm leaving that in here until I have a professional come look at the entire setup, all 3 units, and make a decision on what we want to do. This unit down here in the basement is shot, it's old and worn out, and so it needs replaced at minimum. But we've been discussing the possibility of combining the main level and this floor into one unit instead of having 3 separate units. Maybe combine those 2 into one, and that would mean all new ductwork, all this would come down. But for now I'm leaving this up here until we get somebody to look at it, and you know, I'll get a few estimates and different opinions on what would be the best way to set that all up. One issue is the basement stays cool and the top floor gets really hot. So we want to be as efficient as possible about maintaining comfortable temperatures everywhere. So as I said, I already have this piece, and I'll pick out some other pieces out of that pile to build this wall. Now, it needs to be snug up against these to make sure it's holding those up. And I think it's going to be easier if I nail a top plate on up here first, and that will give me just a little bit of space to build my new wall and stand it up in here, and then put it in up top and then wedge it under like that. So I didn't have the tripod with me here today, so unfortunately you didn't get any live action of this being built, but as you can see here, we've got this wall built back in here. My dad was up here and helping me out quite a bit with this. I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see here, it's nice and tight up in there and holding those joists up now, so now we don't have to worry about anything sagging, falling down. I had measured everything on here and got the level on there, and nothing had really sagged at all. Maybe a 1/16 of an inch on a couple of them, but not much. So we got that wedged in there tightly, so that'll all hold up nicely. So I hope you appreciate all the work that's gone into this. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to video some more of this and keep you up to date on it, but it's just the way it worked out. So hopefully I will get some more things recorded for you moving forward. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.